I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kelly, back with another video. Guys, I'm on a roll. I'm back on a roll, okay? And I want to thank you guys so much for stopping in on the channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, guys. If you're into commentary on things like politics, news, culture, and true crime stories, guys, just go ahead and do it. Join me. Make the jump, take the dive. If not, it's cool, no pressure. We just can hang out then, sis, or guy, whatever. And if you're returning, then thank you so much for being a friend, and I appreciate you guys so very much. So let's get into this quick little topic, guys. This is gonna be a little in out because I saw this story and it wasn't really on my list of videos that I was planning on making, but I just had to shove it up to the front because I thought it was very interesting. So let's start off with a question, guys, and I want you to let me know, what do you think in the comments? And the question is it okay to be white? Yeah, you heard me right. This is a question we're asking, apparently, in our society. This is a real question. This is a legit, this was a poll on RASMUSSEN, okay? This is how legit this question is. This is how dead serious I am. Is it okay to be white? It feels okay. I as a white person, I don't know if I can say that out loud. I mean, maybe I should be quiet. I don't know if my neighbors can hear me. It feels okay. I don't feel any, like, weird, like, energy about it. I just, just who I am, But I want you guys to let me know what you think. So, DILBERT, guys, the comic, the man who wrote the comic DILBERT is canceled. He's done. He is done. And we're going to get into his comments. We're going to get into this question. And we're going to figure out the answer by the end of this video. And so let's go on this journey, guys. Let's get on the magic school bus of learning and re-educate ourselves and figure out, is it okay to be white? It's an age-old question, that we've all been wondering. We've all been just genuinely struggling with ourselves and wondering, can we exist? Are we allowed to? So let's get into it. DILBERT creator sparks firestorm with strong reaction to poll showing 47% of blacks not willing to say it's okay to be white. So what did he say? I want to get into his comments first off, okay? Let's see. And I'm not vouching for him in these comments. I'm not saying that what he said was right. I haven't even really seen this clip, if I'm being honest with you guys. I heard this story, and like I said, I literally just jumped and threw this together. So I'm live reacting to all of this with you guys, but I do have strong thoughts because as a white person, here I am. So let's get into it. I've not seen this, and I'm not condoning or, I'll give you my thoughts after.
Rasmussen asked, white and black voters, and probably others, do you disagree or agree with the statement, it's okay to be white? 26% of blacks said no.
What? Wait. So, okay, let's run that back. The question was, is it okay to be white? Or it's okay to be white. It's a statement, and they want you to either agree or disagree. 26% of the people surveyed, and this was a 1,000-person pool that Rasmussen polled here. So 260 black Americans. Okay, let's say the sampling was 50-50. Let's say it's 500 blacks and 500 whites, okay? So what is that? 130, okay? if my math is right, y'all can, calculate and fact check me, but 130 black people in this poll of 1,000 people surveyed said, I disagree. It is not okay to be white. Oh, I'm sorry. What? So should I just go kill myself? Should I just leave? So what do I do? What do I do with that information? What do I do with you, a fellow American person out there with this opinion, if you're listening? What do you want me to do with that information? And what do you guys think about that? Is that deplorable, or is that normal for you guys? Do y'all agree? Do y'all disagree? Only 53% of black people polled. So again, let's say the numbers are 500 and 500. So a little bit more than 250 black Americans out of 500 said, yeah, it's okay to be white. And you know what? Love you guys. My brother, my sister, my people, my fellow Americans, my fellow human beings, I agree with you. I think it's okay to be any color that you are, because we're all made of God, right? At least that's my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. I'm trying not to get too excited about this topic or let my emotions fly, because I do want to get into it and have a real discussion, because I think this is interesting. I'm not offended by it. I'm going to continue to be white because that's literally all I can be. I just think that it's interesting that RASMUSSEN is putting out polls like this, and that these are cultural discussions that we're having. How divisive, how just very mean-spirited, and just, I don't know. And I want to meet the people who are like, no, it's not okay to be white. Okay, well, you know what? Can I continue to exist? Is that okay with you? Yeah.
It's not okay to be white. 21% weren't sure.
Not sure. What?
Add them together, that
the people that respond to surveys and say answer not sure, y'all are the worst kind of people. Y'all really are. The people with no opinion, no thought in their brain, no idea what it is they're talking about. They just agree to a survey. They're like, yeah, I'll take your survey. And then you get asked a question in the survey, and you're like, you know what? I'm just not sure. I have absolutely no opinion on that. Y'all really are the worst. Y'all are worse than the people who think that it's not okay for me to exist. Y'all really are, because at least they have an opinion. Y'all are just like sheep people. I don't even know.
that is 47% of black respondents were not willing to say it's okay to be white. So if nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll, that's a hate group. That's a hate group. And I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people.
Okay.
Just get the fuck away.
Okay.
Wherever you have to go, just get away.
Okay, but sir, and I thought this was said in a more joking tone when I heard about his statements that he made. I thought, he's a funny guy. He's like, comic writer. I thought this was more of like a hee-hee ha-ha moment. He seems dead-ass serious. We cannot forget about our brethren, the 53% that are normal people. We will not leave them behind. All of the idiots out there, and there were white people, guys. There were white people surveyed, as we previously discussed. And there was a portion of white people that responded that they did not think it was okay to be white. So they hate themselves so much that they responded to a question as a white person. It's okay to be white. Do you agree or do you disagree? And there were white people that said, I disagree. It's not okay to be who I am. I'm a colonizer. I have racism in my, those are the people that we need to stay away from. And the 47%, honestly, those people probably, you don't interact with on a daily basis because they're either, brain dead idiots who don't even know how to respond to a survey, or they hate you anyway, so they're not going to come near you. But let's not disregard the 53%. So that's why I said, I don't condone or co-sign all of these statements that he's making, because We need to leave behind the people who are idiotically having this discussion and answering it in a way that they're saying that it's not okay to be a certain race. Those are the people, no matter what their skin color is, no matter what, you know, they are, religion, whatever. Like, as long as you understand that this is an idiotic question and a discussion from the jump, and of course you're going to say, yeah, it's okay to be white, it's okay to be black, it's okay to be Asian, it's okay to be a fucking Martian if that's what you want to do, and you want to go live on Mars like Elon Musk. But the people that answer in that way, we can't just disregard them. So let's dial it back a bit, okay?
Because there's no fixing this. This can't be fixed.
Oh, yikes.
Right? This can't be fixed. You just have to escape.
Escape.
So that's what I did. I went to a neighborhood where, you know, I have a very low black population.
Oh my God.
Because unfortunately, there's a high correlation between the density. And this is according to Don Lemon, by the way. So here I'm just quoting Don Lemon.
Oh no.
When he notes that when he lived in a mostly black neighborhood, there were a bunch of problems that he didn't see in white neighborhoods.
Wow.
So even Don Lemon sees a big difference in your own quality of living based on where you live and who.
And I mean, that is partially true. You know, there is a lot more crime in poor black neighborhoods, but it's not just black people living there. There's also poor white people. There are poor Mexican people. It's the crime is where the poverty and, you know, like the disparity is. Like the all of those areas, you can't just like say that they're just black areas, you know, because there's plenty of rural towns that have majority white populations that are crime ridden and, you know, are just like one big like meth lab of a town, you know. But you're stepping on very, very like touchy ground here, and I don't like these statements. I don't agree with these statements. I don't agree with grouping people like this, you know, and saying, you know, that we need to get away from black people. No, we need to get away from those black people, the ones that say it's not okay for you, if you're white, to be you. Those are the people that I want to stay away from. That has nothing to do with the rest of the normal black people. And the same with the white people. So let's get into the actual results of this survey, guys, because this was fascinating, okay? So let's look. Where's the oh, it doesn't break it up by race? I thought they broke it up by race. Okay. So these were the questions that were asked. In adults, 58% said that they strongly agreed with it's okay to be white. 17% said not sure, and 6% said no, it's not okay to be white. And I don't know if this is let's see, this is gender and age. I wanted to see it by race. This is stupid. You're a dumb graph. You're a dumb graph. Okay, so let's get into this article. I think they break it down more here. So Adams asserted on his podcast, Coffee with Scott Adams, that according to the poll, there's no fixing the current racial tension in America and that whites should stay away from blacks, which I disagree. Because there are some very, very good people of all races that are patriotic and that have sense and that are our fellow countrymen that we need to make sure we stick together with. And that is imperative. So, okay, he said the poll revealed that 26% of black respondents said it's not okay to be white. So, let's see. He said, I've been identifying as black for a while because I like to be on the winning team. And I like to help. I always thought if you help the black community, that's sort of the biggest lever. You could find the biggest benefit. Well, that's where you're wrong, sir. Get with the times. You got to get on the transgender team. They are the coveted group. You know, the group that is the most prone to victimhood these days. You have to keep up, sir. Blacks are out. transgenders are in. And I'm obviously saying that with a huge dose of sarcasm because it's all ridiculous. And I don't believe in any of it. But, and he's obviously being sarcastic here. So it turns out that nearly half of that team doesn't think I'm okay to be white, which is why I identified as black. Sir, you're just out of line. Okay. Let's see. Okay, he obviously has doubts about the validity of the poll, and it's hard to tell if he's serious or not. I mean, he looks pretty serious, but it should be noted that Adam writes a comic strip. He's a cartoonist. Okay, so this tweet exchange with Adams indicates that the video is born of sarcasm, not racism. I mean, he looked pretty serious. Let's see what he said. Oh, good heavens. Oh. So it says, ask yourself if I really said it. Okay, so, oh my God, I'm going to have to go to the thing. I have to go to the stupid Twitter that, Elon Musk still has me kicked off of. You know what? Great. So let's look at this little tweetarooski. Okay, so Christian Watson said, Scott, as someone who listens to your commentary quite regularly, your recent comments have been jarring and ill-conceived. I'm not sure how you can justify the proposition that Black Americans as a whole need to be avoided on the basis of a single poll. Ask yourself if I really said that. Of course not. Scott, I was watching you live. You said it. On the whole is imaginary, and that is the exact problem. You make my point. Every interaction is a misunderstanding and an accusation of racism. I'm out. So you did generalize, and you're doing it again here. So it seems like you're gaslighting a bit. You had good intentions. I agree with your sentiment that this poll is absolutely abhorrent and just utterly disgusting, really, if you ask me. I think that Rasmussen should really be put out of business for even making a poll like this. I don't even think this is a conversation that needs to be had. I think we could have left this in the dumpster where it belongs because, like I said, what's the need for this divisiveness? What is the need for hatred, to even infer hatred amongst different racial groups? I mean, what is that about? Just very, very gross stuff. So I want to get into the part where they were talking about the white people, because that was also very interesting. So let's see. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. So the Rasmussen poll also found that 79% of respondents agreed with the statement, Black people can be racist too, including 66% of Black people. So, you got to give them credit there. They know, they're self-aware. And that is true. It is true. And it's not to say anything bad about Black people. Every single group has their own biases. They have their own, just like different, I don't know if you would call it racism, but it's just all this woke shit pisses me off, because to say that, like, yeah, Black people are racist, in my opinion, racism is like you absolutely hate a group of people based solely on their skin color. And I think that you have to be a special type of person to be actually classified under that category. You really have to have a lot of hate in your heart. And I don't think that anybody, if you really look inward, qualifies for that. And if you do qualify for that, if you really feel like, no, I really hate all white people just because they're white, then you know what? I would prefer if you would not watch this video anymore, and you need to go pray and I don't know. Or if you're white and you're thinking to yourself, no, I really hate Black people just because they're Black, then same goes for you. You can go to hell, because that's wrong. And I don't believe that in this day and age, in this country, in this world that we're living in, that people feel like that. Everyone has biases. Everyone engages in stereotypes and like generalizing people. It is part of human nature. It's, I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that it's something that all people do. And this type of thing, this type of discussion, this type of like trying to box people in, I'm just very, very much against it on every level. And I think that Rasmussen is a pile of dog shit, quite frankly. So let's get into one person that came to the defense of DILBERT Scott Adams, and that's Elon Musk, okay? Let's see what he had to say. And then I'm going to try to find those stats about the white answers, okay? Because I'd really love to share those with you guys. So, Elon Musk defended Dilbert creator Scott Adams after hundreds of newspapers stopped printing the comic strip because of Adams' recent racist comments. So, let's see. In a response to a tweet about the controversy, Twitter owner Musk said Sunday that the media is racist. He didn't criticize Adams' comments, and Musk said without evidence that for a very long time, U.S. media was racist against non-white people, and now they're racist against whites and Asians. Very true. And again, the term racist is thrown, it means nothing at this point anymore. We have, overuse that word to the point of saturation is not even the correct term. Okay, the media is just dishonest. The media is just garbage. And the media is pushing an agenda that is absolute trash. And if you listen to or you subscribe to that narrative that, white people need to, repent for their prior sins, and there's white privilege and white supremacy, and this country was founded on it, then just like, I don't even want to have a conversation with you, honestly, because that is such a regurgitated narrative that people have been brainwashed into, that it lets me know that what kind of person that you are and what type of IQ that you have, and just it's just not going to work out. I don't want to talk to you. But if you can actually have a dialogue about this and understand that this is all retarded, and understand that the media is just not something to be listened to and regarded as a serious thing, then yeah, let's get into it. So, same thing happened with elite colleges, Elon Musk went on to say, and high schools in America. Maybe they can try not being racist, again with that word. So he later agreed with a tweet saying Adams' comments weren't good but had an element of truth to them, which I also agree. Let's see. He also accused the media of giving black victims of police violence disproportionate coverage over white victims of police violence. Black people are more likely to die from police use of force than white people, according to multiple surveys. And this, CNN Business, this is fake news. Just so typical. Like, I just got done spewing off about how fake the media is. And y'all look into it. I don't have time to get into this or like wax poetically about this. This has been proven false so many times, just based on numbers. If you really think about the demographics of this country, it's 60% white and 13% black. If you really just think about it on a numbers basis, this is just verifiably untrue. So just shame on you. I try to use left sources because I want to, give things a very unbiased look and present you guys with different sides. But it's the blatant lies for me. So let me see if they actually get into the. I want those damn numbers. Let me see, guys. I'm gonna do something. I don't normally do this, but let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get it really quick. So, okay. I thought there was like some. Let me see. I thought there was some data on how white people responded as well. That's not it at all. So, let me see if this is it. So sorry, y'all. I'm normally more prepared. I thought I had this information. Okay, here we go. So, this is how it's broken down, okay? Do you agree or disagree with this statement? It's okay to be white. Okay, blacks said they strongly agree. 42% said they strongly agree. 11% said they somewhat agree. That's where they got the 53%, okay? White people, my fellow whiteys, okay? We're going to get into it. Let's see what the percentages break down to. So, for all of the people who are white responding to the survey, 67% said they strongly agree that it's okay to be themselves. 14% said they somewhat agree. You know, they just have a little bit of like self-hate in them. They're just like, yeah, I kind of hate myself, but you know, I don't want to anymore. 14% said they somewhat agree. 13% are idiots and said, I'm not sure if it's okay to be myself. I'm just fucking living. I'm barely breathing. And then we got the real disgrace. 5% here said they somewhat disagree. And what is this? What? Oh, wait, let me add it up. Okay, so we got 67 plus 14, that is 81% plus 13. Oh my god, I'm doing this on the fly. 94 plus 5. So 1%. Okay, 1% said they strongly disagree. So we have 6% of piss poor, and I'll lump this 13% in. Okay, so let's go ahead and call it an even 19% of white people that either aren't sure whether it's okay to be themselves or think that it's not okay to be themselves. Y'all are voted off the island. Okay, y'all can go ahead on with this other percentage down here. You know, this other 43, you know, all this white and orange people of all races. Y'all can all, you know, just really go to hell. Really, in my opinion, if you're participating in this bullshit and answering it on any of this spectrum from white to orange, y'all are the ones that we need to be done with. It has nothing to do with grouping people and saying that we whites need to stay away from black people. No. All of these people of all different races, of all different genders, that think it's okay to hate people based on their skin color or hate themselves based on who they are, I will pray for y'all, because yikes. But what do y'all think? I would love to know you guys' thoughts on this. And is it okay to be white? The question's still live. You know, we're still deciding. So I want to get into this video with you guys. We're just going to play a few minutes of this. Savannah Hernandez. This was from 3 years ago. She did a little man on the street in Austin, Texas here. And let's listen to some of these responses that she got asking this question 3 years ago.
Action 7 News. Now I'm here today for a breaking investigative report about this sign. It's okay to be white.
Okay,
now
girl.
these have been popping up all over universities.
Yeah.
The actual phrase. Let's go find out. This poster has been put up around universities all over America. It's okay to be white. What do y'all think about that?
I mean, we have a lot of privileges as white individuals, so like,
My God.
like be proud, do your own thing, but I don't think like posting that is necessary.
What?
I'm not sure. I
Oh,
would
here we
probably resent that group or like.
These are the not sure people. I'm not sure. I don't have a thought in my girl. Okay, let me not go
The
too
people
hard.
that were putting it up,
Oh my God.
just because I don't think it's necessary, you know.
It's not necessary, but is it necessary for people to put up Black Lives Matter? And I'm asking a genuine question, guys, because I have no problem with any race. And if you can be proud to be black, then I think you should also be allowed to be proud to be white. Please somebody explain to me if I'm offending you, if I am going against what you believe, please explain it to me in the comments, because I would love to have this conversation. And why is one okay but not the other? Same thing goes with any group of people. You can be proud to be a woman, you can be proud to be a man, you can be proud to be white, black, Asian, Mexican, American, freaking Chinese, whatever you're proud to be. If that's who you are, why is that an issue with anyone else? And why does it make you feel so icky as a white woman, ma'am? Oh, I'm sorry. You probably can't answer that because you're brain dead.
And it seems a little extravagant.
It's extravagant. Girl.
I agree with you, although
Uh-huh.
I feel
Let it
that
go, girl.
if that's
Yeah.
their pride, then I think it's fine for them to do that.
Yes.
Just like everyone else.
What do you guys think
You could tell she was like very apprehensive on saying that, but she felt it. She was like, yeah, why the fuck? She wanted to be like, yeah, why not?
about it? How would you feel if you saw it popping up at UT?
I mean, obviously it's not good
It's not good.
How come?
because that's pretty it's pretty racist, I guess.
It's racist for someone to post a sign saying it's okay to be white?
It makes me feel weird. Yeah, it does.
Oh, wow.
Like, kind of weird. You don't gotta point it out.
Y'all need therapy.
It's okay to be white. It's okay to be white.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Say,
I'm not sure.
See, these are y'all, these are my people. These are my common sense people. Thank you, ma'am. And it's usually the just everyday black people that you meet in real life that are like, dude, what are y'all tripping on? What are you crazy white people that have all this white guilt? What is your problem? Like I mean, oh God, yeah. So it's like the ones that are just like, oh, I don't know. It's kind of racist to say that. Y'all are weird. Okay, I'm going with this lady and her husband.
How I would feel. I guess the sentiment is in the right place, but I don't think it's necessary to put up posters like that.
You know what? You're not necessary.
I feel like it's a given in any society that it is okay to be white, and there's no like repercussions to being white, or like any additional difficulties that they have to face.
I'd be disappointed.
And I don't think the sign is meant to say that white people face any more difficulties. I don't think that's it at all. Because I don't think that anybody based on skin color faces any more difficulties than any other group. I think a lot of it is based on class. I think that's a huge problem in our society, but skin color, no. So the issue is not with race, for me. And it's not about saying that white people are being targeted. It's not to say like, oh, poor white people. We have any kind of more difficulties than anyone else, any other group. No, it's just, if it's okay for any other race, it should be okay for whites. And if it's not okay for whites, then let's not do it for any other race. And I'm okay with that too, really.
Because it's, I don't know, it infers that white people are oppressed in some way, and we are not. There's
No,
white
it's not
supremacists
saying
everywhere, and the white supremacist would be the only kind of person who would put that up.
I mean, it's okay to be white. I got nothing against it. I mean, anyone can do like whatever they want. It's cool.
I'm Mexican, and people sometimes don't believe I'm Mexican because I'm white. So I think it's okay to be white.
Well, it's, see, y'all, it's like, it really is. It is the, you know, it's my BIPOC. It is my, you know, my people of more color than Caucasian that know the real and that will recognize that this is a ridiculous statement. And all of you timid and just pathetic white people out there that would not answer this question with anything other than, yeah, it's okay. Here I am. I'm existing and it's okay. Then you know what? You need to re-examine. Really, truly, I think it's sad to have self-hatred like that within yourself. So that's something that needs to be, you know, maybe take a look at that. Maybe go to God about it, or if you don't, you know, want to do that, just maybe go meditate on a hill. I don't know. Take a mushroom. I don't know what you need to do, but get right with yourself. Learn to love yourself, and let's just move on from being divisive. So as I'm saying that, the last thing I wanted to get into, guys, just to like kind of like break it up here, this story here I thought was interesting, and I want to get y'all's thoughts on it. Do y'all remember this story? This Kentucky student, this girl, was filmed on video saying like very, very, very like horrible things to this other girl on campus, right? So this was a white girl and a black girl who were filmed in the dormitory. The white girl was trying to go upstairs to the elevator. The black girl, who apparently was working there, was trying to like stop her or get some sort of ID. And the white girl just, you know, was pissy drunk and spewed off on to like all of these hard R N-words at her and just really made a fool of herself. She embarrassed herself. I think she did the most damage that she really could have to herself, and it was an unfortunate situation, and I think that, you know, it's one that she is going to regret for the rest of her life, and she's probably mortified and has embarrassed her entire family. But now she's indicted, guys. This girl was indicted on 6 charges after racist comments, and I want to know what y'all think about this, because is this overkill? Yes, what she said was very, very wrong, and I don't agree with any of this, okay? But like, really? Indicted? Do y'all remember this girl? I'm not going to play the video because there's all kind of, like I said, hard R in words, and we don't do that over here on this channel. I don't like do any of that whatsoever. I'm not down with that, and I'm not going to entertain it, and I don't entertain at all what you did on this night, ma'am. I do think that this whole situation and the idea of our culture and our society filming people in their worst moments has got to stop. This is like just, this girl made a fool of herself, but did this need to be recorded and then redistributed and posted on the internet for the rest of this girl's life to, what, ruin her life? You know, she made a mistake, a horrible mistake, and if that's how she really feels inside, then she's not a good person. But what good does it do for our society to then blast this all over the internet for everyone to see and perpetuate that for other younger, more impressionable people, that this might be a reality for them? Like maybe, you know, this might give the impression to black people that white people are, all white people feel like this, or this might solidify this in their mind, like, oh, I knew all white people were like this because look at this video here. It's just, like I said, this goes back to the divisiveness of, you know, this race debate and all of the racial tension that we have in our country right now, and the way that the media is just stirring the pot, and people, race activists, are just stirring the pot. And is it necessary? Is it good for our country as a whole? Is it good for people's morality? You know, I remember a time, I grew up in like I was a child in the 90s. And so I grew up like going to high school in like the 2000s and the 2010s. Those were beautiful times. Those were before iPhone. Those were before, you know, we had MySpace. And I got along with, we all got along. Like, there was none of this. There was, I don't know, the internet has really ruined people. So, I don't know, guys. I want to know your thoughts. I don't want to just, like, go on and on and on about this, because I could. And I don't want to bore you guys. So, what do y'all think? Is this worthy? Do y'all remember this incident and her dropping a bunch of, you know, those slurs? That's what they are. You know, she dropped a very hateful word over and over and over again at this girl and tried to fight her, as we can see from these pictures, you know, and embarrassed herself. She was arrested that night on like drunken disorderly conduct, but now she's being charged with 6 other charges in relation to this. And I don't know. What do y'all think? Is it warranted? Is it something that we needed to drag the situation back up? We needed to give this even more life than it already got, and give this girl more charges, drag her through the ringer again. Just, it's like a humiliation ritual. It's like, you know, the 1984, like when people make a mistake. This is like mob justice, basically, is what we have here. When we film people and put their worst moments on the internet, that's what you're doing. You're participating in like mob justice, and I just don't agree with it. I just really think it is, I think it's disgusting, and I think we're better than this, and I think we deserve better than this, and I hope that our society can move past this. Let's move back to the times, guys, of the MySpace times. Let's move back to the 2000s, 2010s, and when everybody just got along. You didn't really care about things like race. We didn't have all of this in our face all the time, and you know, it was a beautiful, simpler time, you know. So this girl, you know, she milked this for all it was worth, and she had something bad happen to her. But is this really the end of your life because somebody did this to you? So if a black woman goes off on a white woman and starts calling her every, you know, racial name out the book, you know, whatever it is, obviously cracker, you know, like whitey, fucking white devil, what do they call us, marshmallows, white, you know, just everything. Like, there was a whole list of them that were actually really funny, and I don't care if that's what you want to call me. I'm not going to sit up on Good Morning America and cry about it, but I'm just saying we need to toughen up and we need to tighten up, because this ain't it. You know, to me it's overkill. charging her with 6 crimes. I mean, six charges. I would like to know what they are, but apparently the Daily Mail doesn't believe in giving details. So there's that, guys. Let me know, though, what are your thoughts on everything we discussed here? And most importantly, guys, let's answer the question. Is it okay to be white? That is the question du jour, and I need you guys to put your answers in the comments. Like the video if you liked it, and please hit that subscribe button, guys, if you were into the commentary and you just want to, be a friend. If you just want to join me here on this journey that we're on, I would love to see that, guys. So until next time, I will see you guys later, and y'all take care, okay? Bye.
I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. If you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people.
The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.